lot changes when you write the script and then have to go in production and then go into post-production. What changed the most between what you started with and what we saw here today?
I think
I get it, Sophia.
You can take it from here.
I think not much changed in terms of like development to production because we were like very intentional in terms of like the shots. One thing that we talked about was letting moments linger, you know, sitting in the emotions of the scenes. So I think, you know, it turned out really well in that regard. Like you can really feel where each character is, you know, V coming out into the hallway after, you know, Nook gets off the phone with his dad, and also both of them having that moment after they have that tough conversation in the kitchen. You know, you kind of get to see a little bit more emotion than I think stories like this are allowed, you know. So, but one thing that did change, and I don't even know if I'm supposed to talk about this, but Terrence Martin was one of our composers, and you know, he had a lot of saxophone solos throughout the score, and Chainz and O actually decided to go a different direction.
Yes, first of all, shout out to Terrence Martin.
He can jump in on the music
one of the
part.
greats in our field, and someone that I reached out to because I am inspired by some film work that Spike Lee has done, and he always kind of incorporates jazz into the black. So I reached out to him, and he gave us, you know, what we need. He gave us more than what we needed, and that's what we asked for. And so when someone gives you more than what you need, you know, you just pull back the layers and use what you need to have. So that's kind of what happened.
I think though what came from that though is there is one last solo, and it ended up staying for like the most powerful scene, which is the conversation between Nook and V.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, we just kept coming back to that, like, no, we can't take it from here. But yeah, I enjoyed that process of going back and forth with y'all.